Kenzie Johnston with Livestock Digital Daily, bringing you your December 7th cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by AgRisk Advisors. They help you manage your risk so you can manage your operation. With over 20 years of experience, AgRisk Advisors provide honest and transparent advice. They offer insurance solutions to help you minimize risk and maximize profitability on your farming and ranching operations. They might not be able to make it rain, but they can sure ease the pain. If you want to learn more about pasture, rangeland, forage insurance, go ahead and reach out to AgRisk Advisors. They can help you understand what PRF insurance is all about and everything it can do for your operation. Or if you're interested in other insurance options such as LRPs, such as fire insurance, you name it, AgRisk has it. AgRisk has it available. So if you have any questions or if you just want more information, be sure to reach out to AgRisk Advisors. According to the Des Moines Register, Iowa hog farming is set to become even more concentrated, if you can believe that, as JBS USA last week announced that they will be buying certain assets of TriOak Foods, a pork producer headquartered in southeast Iowa. TriOak Foods is one of Iowa's biggest swine suppliers. The company owns sows and contracts with farmers to raise the pigs that they produce. TriOak has maintained a contract since 2017 to sell those fattened hogs to JBS. Along with everything they're doing with their hogs, they also make and sell feed, they operate grain elevators, and they sell fertilizer. So definitely a significant company. Of course, this move allows JBS to capture an even greater stronghold in the meatpacking industry, just what we need, as the two companies are easily two of the most powerful players in the hog industry. According to Successful Farming's 2021 Pork Powerhouses report, TriOak Foods owned 70,000 sows last year, the 17th most in our country and the 4th most in Iowa, and that's saying quite a bit considering that Iowa is the nation's leading pork producer. According to Iowa State University ag economist Dermot Hayes, deals like this allow meat packers to become more efficient. I'd have to say deals like this, where you use the term efficient, that can easily be interchangeable with vertically integrated. All this does is give JBS more control within the hog industry. It allows them to see greater profits. They get to control from start to finish. Again, it's just pure vertical integration, which for the most part, I think is fair to say that the hog industry is already pretty much vertically integrated, but it's still always disheartening to see situations like this. You know, JBS, this helps them stay clear of partaking in any kind of negotiated trade. They don't have to step in to the spot market. Just pure vertical integration. This update is also sponsored by Circle 5 Cow School. If you want to learn how to preg check your own cows or start AIing, Circle 5 Cow School is definitely the way to go. Almost every week they're hosting classes somewhere between Texas and Tennessee. They're going to be hosting a school down in Patton, Missouri on December 30th and 31st. If you're in that area, I encourage you to check them out. And if you just want to check out their schedule, head on over to circle5cowschool.com. That's the number 5 in there. Or you can go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. A little bit more about the hog industry this morning. Successful Farming has reported a California state judge has extended a ban on enforcement of voter-approved Proposition 12 until July 1 of next year to allow time for the Supreme Court to rule on the constitutionality of the animal welfare law. So, as we've talked about in the past, Prop 12 requires hog farmers to provide at least 24 square feet of floor space for breeding sows, and it bars the sale of pork produced on farms that do not meet California's unreasonable standards. So if you're a pork producer outside of the state, you still have to follow their standards if you're selling your product in California. It's absolutely ridiculous. So the pork industry has argued that such a rule violates the dormant commerce clause by setting unfair barriers to interstate trade. An interesting fact, California imports 99.8% of its pork from producers in other states. So if this goes into effect, it will be incredibly costly for the U.S. hog industry. It will most likely cause them to reduce herd sizes. They will probably be forced to build new costly facilities. They're going to have to make changes in every aspect of caring for sows, including feeding, breeding, medical care, and labor. Rabobank even came out in March of 2021 saying in a report that the U.S. pork industry is facing a daunting task to comply with Prop 12 if it becomes law. CNN Health has came out with an article this week regarding a report that has come out in recent weeks claiming that the consumption of ultra-processed foods may lead to cognitive decline. And of course, we all know that ultra-processed foods are bad for you, but stay tuned, it gets better. So the study claims if more than 20% of your daily calorie intake is ultra-processed foods, the chance of cognitive decline increases. And as I just said, there's no doubt processed foods, they're bad for you. It's been proven time and time again. The problem with this report is that it groups hamburgers in the same category as ultra-processed foods. It puts it right there next to candies and breads of all sorts. They are claiming in this study that if you eat hamburgers, your cognitive ability is going to decline. And we all know that hamburger is a nutritious option. It's high in protein, it's high in minerals, it's full of vitamins. It is incredibly disappointing, but not surprising to have CNN come out with a report that just drags beef through the mud once again. This update is also sponsored by Open Country LLC. Dan McMartin has Bunning 380 and 780 manure spreaders on his lot, along with a full line of livestock equipment manufacturers such as Filson, WW, Real Tough, Workweld, and Gallagher. And keep in mind, all of his Gallagher products are 15% off all day, every day. If you want to check out everything he has to offer and get some more information, head on over to www.opencountrylllc.com. Finally, Meeting Place has reported Tyson Foods will dish out approximately $50 million in year-end bonuses to more than 90,000 U.S. hourly employees across the nation this year. For U.S. employees, the bonuses are going to range anywhere from $300 to $700. The meat giant is also offering flexible work schedules at some facilities, along with expanded benefits and more services and resources for all U.S. workers starting in 2023. That is all I have for you guys for news this morning. I want to remind you all here on December 7th, it is Pearl Harbor Day. So be sure to take a moment and remember all those men and women that lost their lives on this day so many years ago. You guys have yourself a great day. I'll catch you later.